Hey, First District, it's Councilmember Fogle, your favorite councilwoman. I'm coming to you this month and so excited with Principal Jacobs of LTMS. He is our guest. Wait till you see the connection between the middle school and the community. Yes, we're bringing sexy back, and we're bringing it back through our students and through the efforts of our community. Thank you for being a great community, especially out East End and the rest of the First District. I'll see you soon. Principal Jacobs is next. Thank you.
Hello, East End Lexington, District 1. Thank you for the honor to be here today. My name is Brian Jacobs. I am the proud principal of Lexington Traditional Magnet School, LTMS, located in the heart of East End, Lexington, Kentucky. I want to thank Councilmember Fogle for giving me the opportunity here today to do what I do best, which is talk about all the things I love about our great school and our beautiful community that we serve. So really exciting work happening at LTMS as our school goes through transformation, and we are leveraging some of the strengths of East End Lexington, particularly as it relates to the arts community, to enrich the experiences our students receive when they're in our building, but to also grow our scholars to be civically engaged, culturally responsive, and just really great leaders in the city of Lexington. One of my favorite parts about our school is the relationship that we have with East End Lexington. And we really try to leverage that to create an experience for our students that really connects them to the history and the culture of that community. We think there's tremendous strength and tremendous diversity located in the heart of this community. And what better way for our students to learn and engage than to be part of the East End community. Recently, we just applied for and are pleased to announce that we were awarded the largest grant ever awarded to an individual school in Fayette County history. Our scholars at LTMS will be the beneficiaries of over $1 million in federal funds that we are going to use to re-engage East End Lexington in the work that occurs in our school. We're going to celebrate the arts. And we're also going to give our students an experience that is unique to our community and that they can't get anywhere else. So I want to thank Councilmember Fogle for all the support, all the love. Anytime we need Ms. Fogle, she's there. She's a better dancer than me. She said she's bringing sexy back. I don't know if I can rise to that level, but I know Councilmember Fogle is going to deliver. So thank you, Lexington. Hope you'll stay tuned and watch the video that's going to showcase the amazing work our scholars, our teachers, and the amazing staff do in our building every single day. Also want to thank my partner and friend who lent his voice to this video, Frank X. Walker at the University of Kentucky. Thank you for your contributions to East End Lexington and just your love for our community. Hopefully, if you stay to watch, you'll see that love not just in Frank's words and voice, but in the eyes, actions of the staff and community members that are in this video. Lots of love in it. Hopefully you'll stay and watch the whole thing. Thank you, Lexington.
I see you, East End, with your historic homes and Dewey Street pride, strutting from Brucetown to Brick City, from Guntown to Goodloe Town. Your stained glass churches and neighborhood schools all jockeying for position with your mean streets reputation and your sometimes racy past. Beneath the fresh-baked aroma of pastries and donuts, I smell your peanuts roasting, your tire marks from the burning rubber of king cobras nesting a gear change away from where Isaac Murphy once slept. I hear the trains hustling through, commuter traffic and sirens racing by, the occasional searching copter overhead. You are our midland, you are the body, but not the waist. Between the feet of downtown and the big round head of New Circle Road, always a park full of family reunions, forever a beacon for the children you birthed, a refuge for those this town would reject. You are downtown Lexington's whole left ventricle. When the last shotgun house is gone, you will still be her heart.
When I think about the East End Lexington community, what comes to my mind is always community children play safety. I think about my moments right here in this school. I am a graduate of Lexington Junior Black Cats, which is now Lexington Traditional School here in the East Side. And I am so excited to be back in this school.
I know when the new administration came into the school a couple of years ago, they had their the first staff meeting at the Lyric. So I think that blended a lot of elements. I think it blended, it got outside of the school building, went into the community, into one of the historic art facilities that we have in the East End. And I think it helped to bridge the gap between the community and the school.
What I love most about LTMS is the students, the community partners, the dedicated parents, staff, administration. These students are talented, goal-oriented, bright, and I know that we're supposed to be teaching them, but they teach us. We're all growing together.
Every day, people stop me in the community and talk about their connection and relationships to our school. Some of the stories that those folks share date all the way back to Lexington Junior High days. And I'm amazed by just how much pride East End Lexington has in our school. One of the things that's wonderful about the East End is their connection to the arts in our community. It really is the cultural center of Lexington, Kentucky. And within walking distance of our school, we have community partners like Transy University, the Lyric Theater, the Lexington Living Arts and Science Center, the Lexington Children's Theater, the Opera House. So many resources that work with us to support our students and just enrich the experiences that our students get in this building every single day. We also think it's really, really important that we create avenues and opportunities for expression that allow students to organize, to express themselves emotionally, that allow themselves to process information in the world around them. And what better vehicle to do that than through the arts?
The arts are critical for students. It doesn't matter where you are, it's just a foundation of education. There's so many studies that show learning an instrument not only increases your brain size, but it does so much for your schooling and the other core subjects that it's critical that students learn these basic foundations, and it's part of our culture, it's part of about being human, that it is essential to a kid's education. VAPA, that is visual performing arts, so that is all-inclusive. Visual arts is, the art you can make with your hands, drawing, painting, clay, whatever it is. The performing arts is dance and choir and orchestra, band. It is all encompassing all those different kinds of arts, and it's just critical to being human and part of education.
They do 9 weeks of drama, 9 weeks of dance, 9 weeks of general music, and 9 weeks of visual arts. Particularly middle school feels like the most untapped and the most sometimes neglected in terms of getting the arts exposure unless they've already had it as a child. But if that's not something that your family can afford, it's not available. And we want to make the arts accessible to everyone because benefits are huge, of course.
So VAPA means to me, of course, visual and performing arts, but it's more than that. At this school, we are really focusing hard on making that an importance in your everyday classes, even into your core classes. So you're getting, VAPA in a sense in your electives, but you're also getting them in the way that you learn social studies, in the way that you learn math and science and English. And that is something that is different that not other schools are doing.
I think that the arts are going to benefit me when I grow older by expanding my knowledge and knowing more stuff that can help me in my daily life.
I want to show my dramatic side in dance, and drama helps me do that, and dance does too. And choir, I take choir because I like to sing. Singing makes me feel better, and it's like a little therapy that I have and that I do when I'm like mad or sad.
If I can have my students express a claim through an art piece or through some type of dance or through something visual performing arts, then I'm more excited than reading an essay. because they're actually, I feel like it takes more thought into creating something like that than pulling artifacts from a document and putting them together. They can take what I'm teaching them, which is U.S. history, and connect it to something they can build themselves or perform themselves, then they really know it.
Not every kid is geared towards a math. Not every kid has a math brain. Not every kid has a science brain. Not every kid, and I'm speaking in the traditional sense, I believe that every student can learn any subject, but I think that they all have to be approached from a way that a student understands. And for some of us, a creative avenue or being able to approach things from an artistic perspective is what allows us to learn. And so if we're given the toolkit to be in a dance class or to be in a music class or be in a visual art class and to allow our mind to open in that way, then we're able to also continue to succeed and excel in those core subjects like, math and reading and science and comprehension and all of that, because we're understanding things from a way that we are able to understand them.
It's a good opportunity for those that are like, oh, school isn't that fun. But here, it is fun because, well, if you have these big opportunities, you can it just works and you can take away some of your time to do things that you love.
When you go to school in the morning, it's that feeling when you don't want to go to school. I mean, there are some days where you don't want to go to school, but at least you have stuff to look forward to.
I think it's going to help me get a good job. I'm to write. It'll help me improve my writing skills, my drama skills. Yeah, I think it's going to really impact my future a little bit.
It makes it more fun to be at school because I know that at the end of the day I can come somewhere that I can do things that, make me happy.
I went to school here. I'm a former Black Cat. I take pride in what it means to be an LTMS student and now teacher. But I love Easton. I love the community that we're in, and just the passion that our students have for, one, growing as individuals, but two, taking care of themselves and their community. Just always remember that LTMS is a special place. People come back here for a reason. People come back here because the hallways, they don't change, but there's great people in this building who are going to invest in students every single day.
You are downtown Lexington's whole left ventricle. When the last shotgun house is gone, you will still be her heart. Ode to the East End by Frank X. Walker.